Welcome my dear students of class 10th in the today class of the life process. And the life process, as you know, the different types of the life processes are there, like nutrition, respiration, circulation, and lastly excretion. So today we will discuss about the certain blocks of the respiration. In the first block you have to learn about the percentage of gases in the environment. As you know, the percentage of the gases like oxygen in the environment, that is 21%, and carbon dioxide, that is 0.03%. that is very least amount is present in the environment, because this carbon dioxide is having the toxicity for the living beings, for the living animals and plants. And also you know that in the environment several living beings are there, like plants, animals, microscopic microorganisms like protozoan, fungi, unicellular algae. So many things are there, and they require oxygen for their respiration. Although some living beings, they don't require oxygen for their respiration, and this oxygen is available for the respiration, for the consumption by the living beings, as well as the oxidation or burning of the materials in the environment, so that carbon dioxide has to produce. And this carbon dioxide evolved in the environment as a result of the oxidation of different things and oxidation of food in the living beings is get utilized in the process of photosynthesis. So you can say that photosynthesis and respiration, both the processes are correlated to each other, because photosynthesis consume of carbon dioxide and respiration consume oxygen. So let us see the second block of this respiration, the process of respiration in living being. And in second block you see there are two types of respiration. These two types of respirations are, number one, aerobic, and number two, that is anaerobic. Aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic require oxygen, and anaerobic do not require oxygen. So these are two types of respirations in the environment by the living beings that you are looking in the second block of the learning module of the respiration, the process of the respiration. This is the second one, that there are two types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, requirement of oxygen will be there, and in anaerobic respiration, that don't require oxygen. So these are two types of respiration, and two types of the living organisms are there, aerobes and anaerobes. They are called aerobes and they are called anaerobes. Aerobes and anaerobes. So two kinds of the living organisms are there. Now in the third block of this learning module, you will see that how the different organisms they get respire. How the different organisms they get respire. So different organisms like unicellular organism. They consume oxygen by their cell membrane. ठीक है. They consume oxygen by their cell membrane so that they can oxidize the food inside their cell. And second is earthworm. Earthworms, they get respire O2 by the skin. O2 get absorbed by the skin of earthworm. Similarly, in the insects like cockroach and grasshopper, this oxygen get absorbed by the spirochete. And fishes, they are able to absorb the dissolved oxygen in H2O by their gills. But higher animals like reptiles, amphibians, birds and mammals like human mammals, they get oxygen by their lungs. So lungs are the highly advanced organ for the respiration in the mammals, and the mammals are the example that we will study about the respiratory system and the physiology of respiration of human, that we will study in this chapter. So you will see in this third block that there are different types of the different modes of the absorption of oxygen by the different organisms. One thing more, plants get oxygen for their respiration by stomata and cells membrane, by the process of diffusion. So diffusion is the process by which oxygen get diffused inside the living body via different organs, via different modes, and carbon dioxide get expelled out from their cells or their body again via diffusion. So in this respiration, in the third block of this topic, you will see. So I started from this first block, that is the environmental availability of the environmental gases and the cycle of the photosynthesis as well as this respiration. In the second block, the types of the respiration. There are two types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. And in third block, you have seen different modes of the absorption of oxygen by the different organs in the different types of the living beings. And now come to the next, that is the structure. Next is the structure, of the respiratory system of human. So in this topic you will see the structural diagram of the respiratory system of human. So let us draw the diagram so that you can understand the structure of this respiratory system. Suppose this is the this is the mouth cavity, this is the nostril. So it starts from the nostril, and it goes to the pharynx. Further, this pharynx leads to the trachea. Trachea is the main windpipe. Which is covered with the cartilage structure very strongly, so that it can be protected. And this trachea further branched, and these branches are called bronchi. So these bronchi it enters into the right and left lobes of the lungs. Now you see how does the formation of lungs takes place. So this is the left lobe. This is the left lobe of the lung that is situated in the thoracic region of the human body, and this is the right lobe of the lung that is situated in the thoracic region of the human body, and it is covered with the rib cage like this, rib cage on the both side, and this rib cage is banded with a muscular band. This muscular band is called diaphragm. Which controls the movement of the thoracic region. The movement of the thoracic region is controlled by the diaphragm, which is a muscular band, and this is the rib cage, and in both lobes this bronchi further get branched. And these long branches are called bronchioles. These longer branches called bronchioles. These bronchioles get opens into the small air sacs, and that air sacs are called alveoli. So this is the bronchi. This is the something like this. This is the bronchiole. These are the bronchioles, and these are the alveoli. This is trachea. This is nostril, pharynx, nasal cavity. So this is the diagrammatic representation of the bilobe lungs of the human being. This is the outline diagram of the bilobe lungs of the human being, and you will see how it get organized in the human body. So this is the advanced structure which is called lungs, for the respiration in human being. And my dear students, you will study furthermore the structural organization and function of the respiration in this human respiratory system. Thank you.